Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are in, as you can see, week 8 of the 2023 season, and the standings so far look pretty interesting. The Browns 4-1 alongside the Chargers. The Browns missed the playoffs last year at 8-8, so they're having a better year this year. The Chargers also 4-1. Last year were 7-9. So they're also better than last year. Pittsburgh and Las Vegas have the same record as those two teams at 5-2. Like same like you know what I mean. They're the same amount of games behind. So like they're basically tied for the lead of the divisions. And these two teams, the Lions and Packers of the NFC North, 5-1, both of them are, and the Lions are on a 4-game win streak. The Packers are on a 5-game win streak. The Broncos, Jaguars, Bears, Commanders, and Saints all have 1 win or less. And yeah, here we go. Week 8, we got the Panthers at quarterback Jordan Williams. Running back Le'Veon Bell with Matthew Nickens off the bench. He's been really good as a rookie. Yeah. Wide receiver Watkins, JT Watkins, Marcus Ford, Gary Wallace, tight end. Bailey Moss is out. Matt Lucas will come in to start. He played on their Atlanta last year. He did nothing. He had no catches, no targets. And he has 9 catches for a touchdown this year. At O-line, that's what they got. They got Deshaun Day out again. He was good last year, but they got John Verdell. He hasn't been bad. John Tialavea. John Paul Griffin. Actually 3 players in a row named John. That's a bit strange. And Levi Wilds. Anthony Hilton, TJ Bolt, and Jordan Goods for linebacker. Tonga and Parks at corner. And Anderson and Bin safety. Kicker is Josh Mobley. Punter Jamar Nemeth. And we got the Falcons against them. Justin Collier will start for the injured Jerome Smith, who has played like an MVP this year. Torrin Ingram at running back. Bjorklund, Spencer, and Saunders at wide receiver. All 3 of them really good. Tight end, Drake Moore. He's been really good too. This team has been great on offense. O-line, healthy. D-line, wow, they're very healthy except for 2 players. Yeah. Palmer and Satelli at corner. Safeties, Ferrier and Trail. Kicker Tuggle, and Knight is the punter. So there's only 2 injured players, the quarterback and one of the cornerbacks. So here we go. We're into our first game, and no score into 1 quarter. No score in the first half. And the Panthers, Josh Mobley, a 33-yard field goal makes it 3-0. And it's 10-0 in the fourth. Collier drops back. Collier's thrown 4 picks this game. And that's it. An awful game for Justin Collier. And JT Watkins with some clutch receptions. 307 yards. And the Panthers win. Williams threw a touchdown to Matt Lucas, the tight end, who has now 133 receiving yards and 11 catches for 2 touchdowns. He's been good. Nickens has been good. JT Watkins, he's been really good this year. And yeah, this offense hasn't been a problem. They're 3-3 now. On defense, however, we got Jack Tonga and Jordan Goods. Both of them have played great. Tonga, 5 interceptions. He had all 4 of them tonight. What the heck? That is crazy. All 4 picks by one guy. That's insane. So if that happened, then what was his AV from that one game? It's probably like 4. All right, yeah. Big win for them. The Falcons would get shut out, and they are now playing some bad football. He has never thrown. Collier has never thrown for a touchdown, and he has thrown 6 interceptions. Yet his AV is 3. That's a bit weird. I don't know what's going on. Bjorklund and Saunders have been good at wide receiver, and yeah, that's their team. LJ Palmer is good, but their top defender is Will Johnson. According to AV this year, he has a pick, a pass defended, 5 sacks, and 11 tackles. One of those tackles for a loss. And now we got the Cardinals, who have 3 O linemen out. Wait, so it's Cardinals, Eagles. Yeah, let's just go by injuries. So Cardinals have no Peter Tate, Jackie Davis, Kevin Leonard, Michael Johnson, and Trevor McCullough. So, yeah. And they're against the Eagles. Those injuries aren't that bad for them. But here they have more of them, so they're probably going to be affected by some of them. 4 O linemen are out and 3 linebackers. And here we go. Cardinals, Eagles. Ian Finch to Heartline touchdown. And it's Marcus Cook with a field goal. And at the half, it's 34-0. Man, the Eagles have been insane. Yeah, 41-3 final. Ian Finch has been incredible. Or, not incredible, but he's been good this season. Yeah, he has 1,238 yards passing for 13 touchdowns and 4 picks. He's been a lot better than he was last season. Yeah, he threw, not a lot. He's been a lot better. A.J. Bussey has been good, too. 411 yards receiving in 6 games. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this team. Lionel McMillan, 299 yards. He's like 15 away from what he got last year, and it's only 6 games into the season. Yeah, they've been a weird team so far. The Eagles last year were awful. Now they're actually not that bad. Or they started off pretty awful, and then they've gotten a little worse. David Capers played. He threw 2 picks last game. Yeah, Capers started off as like the best quarterback, I think, or one of them. Yeah, he had they were 2-1, and he had 7 touchdowns and no picks. And 751, 870 yards, I think. Something ridiculous. 870 yards, 3 games. It's almost 300 per game. Tucker Rice has been really good at receiver, which is a surprise because he only had 147 yards last year. And he only jumped up 1 overall. I don't know. He's averaging 65 yards a game receiving, and they've also got Milton Sheriffs, who's been a lot better as well to what he was last year. They did lose Nick Davies, which was a little bit of a problem, but they got Antoine Pettis to get better, as well as Rice and Sheriffs. Actually, Pettis has not gotten better, but Sheriffs, yeah, those guys have. All right, now we have wait. They already played, and the Chiefs won their matchup 20-19. But it's the 1-6 Denver Broncos, who have no tight end, no starting tight end. Yeah, they're pretty healthy. And they're against the Kansas City Chiefs, who are without their top running back and top tight end. All right, this is going to be interesting. Both teams are like not good at all, but yeah. 14-12 at halftime. And it's Derek Green, 5-yard run. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. Broncos lead 20-12. Extra point is good. He gets injured on the kick. Oh no. Bateman to Moss for a touchdown. And who will be making the kick? It is Derek Green, the running back. He just made an extra point, so that's good. 28-12 Broncos, 11 minutes left, and that will do it. Denver wins. David Bateman, 19 of 22 for 338 yards and 3 touchdowns. Darius Coakley and Josh Brown and Zach Tracy, all with 85-plus yards tonight. 317 yards for Coakley in 8 games. So he's been worse than he was last year, but last year he was injured the whole time, as he fractured his ankle and his foot last year, which were for a long time. Yeah. Zach Tracy and Josh Brown have also been good this year. Yeah, they're okay. Like, I don't know how they're 2-6, because their offense is not that bad. Their defense is pretty bad, but their offense is like okay. So now they have Gentry and James out for 10 or more games. So that's crazy. They have no Caleb James for the rest of the year almost, I think. Maybe he'll come back like last week of the year. But that's crazy. Austin Harvey's out for 3 games, so it's Will Brown now at running back. He was on the team last year. He had 7 yards on 1 reception. And they have Tyquan Jordan, who's going to be the secondary running back. That's a wide receiver. Yeah, they've been weird this year, like as a team. We got the Detroit Lions, who have 1 injured player. It is cornerback David Charles. Their defense has been very good. Calvin Nash has been an MVP level running back, and they're against the Commanders, who have thrown the ball very well and ran the ball pretty well. Their defense has allowed 31, 24, 21, 31, 20, and 19. So they have not been able to score the points, but they've gotten the yards. They probably have turned the ball over a lot, and that has been the problem. 7-3 Commanders after 1, 10-6 at the half. All right, here we go. Third quarter. Shaw to Henry. Touchdown. And the extra point is good. It's 17-6. 20-6 Commanders going into the fourth quarter. And that'll do it. Darryl Smith struggles today. And, Calvin Nash was good, but not at the level they needed. Ryan Harris, the tight end, 100 yards, 103, I think, to be exact. 7 catches, yeah. He won them the game. Malik Shaw, 13 touchdowns, 10 interceptions thrown. He has 23 touchdowns and 21 picks in 21 games at quarterback. He's 6-14 as a starter. That's not so good. They are now 2-5 though, because they just got a big win. Deontay Breshers has played good football. He's their top target in receiving yards, which is crazy. They got John Townsend, Cody Grant, and Josh White at 3 AV for the top defenders. Jason Keaton, they signed him Or no, they got him as a free. No, wait. No, yeah. He was the second overall pick. But yeah, he's good. He's playing pretty well. And Detroit falls to 5-2. Darryl Smith does not throw a pick, but he doesn't play awful. But they lose. The Lions' offense is not to blame. Or no, wait, what am I saying? It was definitely to blame. Well, Calvin Nash already has 9 yards more this season than he had last year. Which is a little weird, but yeah. Now we've got the Green Bay Packers led by Chris Nolan. Justin Simonson is out for like 2.5 years, so that's crazy. Or 2 years probably. I don't know. Yeah, this team is good. Their O-line is relatively unhealthy. Their top 3 are in, but then they have Charlie Goodson and 42 overall. Gabriel Bragg is starting. And he's against the Seattle Seahawks, who, if they can get the run game going, are a dangerous offensive team. Yeah, so it's 6-0 Packers after 1. And it's 10-6 Seattle at the end of the first half. Hayden Davis runs it in for a touchdown to give Seattle a lead. And 13-10, Mitchell, 1-yard run for a touchdown. Wow. Yeah, their run game hasn't been as good as Seattle, but Nolan downfield to Daughtry for 76 yards and a touchdown. And we got, all right, we're going to fast forward to the 2-minute mark, and it is 20-10, and that will do it. A loss for Seattle, but 95 yards running for Davis and 46 for Reese. Davis, 331 yards this year. He's averaging 55 a game. Hayden Davis has looked pretty good. And he has 3 more rush yards than George Reese. That is actually pretty crazy. Because George Reese is supposed to be the RB1. But Jabari Collis is their quarterback, and this is what he's done. He has been really bad. I mean, he's thrown for more yards per game than he did last year. But still, he's been awful. Their pass game is like near the bottom of the league, probably. Actually, let's look. So, rush yards, Seattle is 13th in the run game aspect. Wow. And then in the pass game, they're 26th. Yeah, they're low bottom. And the Giants are last in yards receiving. Yeah, they are not throwing the ball well, but they're 3-3. Yes. Chris Nolan and his Packers improved to 6-1 with 6 straight victories. Chris Nolan is already over 2,000 yards. He's at 6,567 already. That's quite crazy, but yeah. He's averaged 298.5 a game in his career, so that's pretty high. Hubie Daughtry, 617 yards, 7 games. He's over 2,000 yards receiving. I think that is he one of the players to reach that mark? Wait. What? Oh, tight ends. This is by tight ends. Yes, he's one of the 2 receivers to reach the 2,000 receiving yards mark. It's Daughtry and Johnson, Dwight Johnson with 2,133. Scrimmage yards, it's Glenn Carter. He has the most by 600, basically. That's incredible. Yeah, wow. 600 yards is his difference. And we now have the Pittsburgh Steelers led by Colby Lewis against Jaden Webb and his Bengals. This is a big game for both teams. Bengals make a field goal 3-0 after 1, and it's 10-10 at the half. The Bengals offense has more yards, but they've turned the ball over twice. And Pittsburgh, Mike Harper with a punt return touchdown after a Cole Brown field goal to make it 20-10 going into the fourth for the Steelers. And it's Webb to Diamond Woodside, 5 yards for a touchdown. With 1 minute remaining, the extra point is good, and it's 20-17. They're going to go onside kick with Greg Peck. And it's recovered by Pittsburgh. Colby Lewis is just going to kneel twice, and that'll do it. Colby Lewis and the Steelers win. Thanks to the defense forcing 2 turnovers. Yeah, that was mostly it. And a punt return by Mike Harper. That's crazy. Colby Lewis, 1,107 yards. He has not been good in the yards aspect, like yards and yards per game, but he's 5-0 when he's starting. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only other game he's played was the first game of the season where he got injured after like 1 throw. And Tom Williams is 1-2 in his spot, which he's not. Some of it is not really his fault. Gabe Powers has been good. Chris Rossi has not been that bad. 71 rush yards, 136 receiving yards. So the 6-2 Pittsburgh Steelers, led by this offense and the defense of Matthew Roney, Jake Brown, and now Mike Harper, the cornerback, who just had a punt return touchdown as a rookie. Yeah, he's... What? He's second in the Rookie of the Year award. Oh, man. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't know how he's not gonna... Oh, wait. Tonga's also a rookie. He has 5 interceptions. This team's good as well. And we're going to go to the next game. We got the Cleveland Browns led by J.B. Morris, who has still not thrown an interception. He's against Justin Hilliard and his Houston Texans. And at the half, we got 29-7 Cleveland. What a start for J.B. Morris and his team. Carl Allen, 5 carries, 115 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Man, the Browns' run game has been incredible today. It's Morris to Henry Jones for a touchdown. And we're going to go to the end of the game. It is 39-7. Cleveland wins. Morris throws his first 2 picks of the year. But Carl Allen, incredible day for him. He has 411 yards rushing in 6 games. 5 touchdowns, 68 a game. He's been really good. With Colin Bryant alongside him, he's been good as well. And the Cleveland Browns are now 5-1. J.B. Morris throws his first 2 picks of the season. But they still win, and he's been incredible at quarterback for them. Preston Wade has not been that good, but he has not been a problem, as they still have won every time he's been on the field. Henry Jones, 574 yards receiving, 96 a game. And this team is good. Nick Whitaker again, playing like a defensive player of the year with a pick 6, a pass defended, 51 tackles, 6 of those tackles for a loss. Yeah, he's just incredible. Is he in the race though for Defensive Player of the Year? No. That's a bit weird, but if we're gonna go to the GOAT Lab, let's just see if he's on the list. I need to figure out the formula because this is messed up. Like, TJ Ellison's number 2. He's not even a Pro Bowler. Like, yeah, what is going on? Whitaker's 9th according to the formula I have right now. But, yeah. Hilliard, again, just running the ball like crazy for a quarterback. He's averaging 41 rush yards a game as a quarterback. He's up to 900 total. Wow, that's crazy. Hilliard, Nicholas Motley, Pedro Garcia, Nick Jones is their best defender so far this year. He's been good. And we got the Buffalo Bills led by Mike Davis because of the injured Nick Mitchell. But Mike Davis, he was awful last year, but in this season, in 2 games, he has thrown 7 touchdowns, 620 yards. Yeah, he's been insane. He's been lighting up the league. We got Juan Ali versus Mike Davis. Interesting quarterback matchup here. And at the end of the first half, it is 20-7 Buffalo. And it's Peterson running it in for a touchdown. 30-7 now, Bills going into the fourth quarter. And it's Williams. Evan Williams runs it in for a touchdown. 30-13 is the extra points. No good. And that will just about do it. The Buffalo Bills win it 44-13. Peterson ran for 4 touchdowns. Wow, that's insane. He has 398 rush yards, 7 touchdowns. He's punched it in that many times. And Mike Davis did throw his first pick, but he is now 3-0, 913 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 1 pick. And the duo of Jared Allen and Daryl Joseph has been insane as well. Jared Allen still playing like last season, like an all-pro player. Yeah, he's good. And with a new quarterback who is a Super Bowl champion, Nick Mitchell is interesting. He's 1-3 as a starter, but I think the Bills are on a 3-game win streak. Yeah, that's weird. The Colts 3-5 now, and yeah, this team is good too. Mike Santamore about to come back, and wait, let me just reload this so it doesn't crash at some point in the video. We now have the Niners led by James Morton, who has thrown for so many pass yards, but not touchdowns. And yeah. Versus the Vikings. Oh, this is an interesting one. Both teams have thrown for yards, but not. Well, Ford has thrown really well overall, but the defense for the Vikings has been really bad this year. And we're going to the fourth quarter. It is 27-0. Or 28-0, 31-0, Vikings win. And that'll do it. Wow. Roberto Ford, 359 yards passing. Giovanni Smith, 15 catches, 153 yards, and a touchdown. 387 yards in 7 games this year. He is averaging 55, and he has his 3rd game over 150 yards of his career. Roberto Ford has reached the 2,000 pass yard mark. Ford and Nolan 6,005, 6,7. So Ford's like 240 yards behind. Yeah. Vikings, they've been good. Lawrence Mitchell has been good for their defense, but he's injured for 10 games with a torn meniscus. Man, everyone's getting hurt. Nigel Byrd should be back by the next game, so that's good for the Niners, but they need to figure it out if they want a chance of making the playoffs. And we got Rich Dever back for the Chargers as they try to improve to 5-1 in their upcoming game against the 1-6 Jaguars. Here it is. No score after 1. And the Jaguars lead it 10-7 at the half. Both starting quarterbacks got injured. And it's Riley Jackson of the Jaguars who's leading his team. They're now up 21-7 going into the fourth. And Jacobson with a field goal, 21-10 Jags. And that'll do it. The Jacksonville Jaguars win, led by Dante Lewis and Michael LaValle. Lewis, 382 rush yards in 8 games, so that's 48 per game. That's Dante Lewis, 48 per game. Michael LaValle, 54 per game, 433 rush yards. He's been really good too. Townsend is out now. Riley Jackson is in. He's 2-1 as a starter. Joe Roof, Sean Mays, they've been good. The rest of the team cannot catch a football. AJ Prater and Clarence Hagan have been good at linebacker. So, yeah, they're 2-6, so no one's really done that well. The Chargers lose Richie Dever. Stay healthy, bro. This man can't seem to stay healthy. But, yeah, Wendell Willis he's just reached the 1,000 pass yard mark as a backup quarterback. That's pretty good. Yeah. So they have 4,725 yards passing as a team. Trajan Curry's been good. And, yeah, that's the Chargers for you. Here we go. We got the Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Giants. Ethan Stage versus Kenny Bradley. And, yeah, Giants-Cowboys, big divisional game. So we're going to go to the fourth. It's 17-7 Dallas. Kenny Bradley cannot protect the football for his life. And John Lancaster with a field goal for the Giants. He's, wait. Both teams don't have their kicker in. That's weird. All right. Or maybe one of them doesn't have a kicker, but one of them might be injured. And Stenheady runs it in for a touchdown. We're going to overtime. No score. And Dallas with 1 minute left of overtime. We are tied. Bradley drops back. He's got Taylor 11 yards downfield to the 2. Handoff. Brian Guy. He'll run it in. And that'll do it. The Dallas Cowboys win it in overtime. Bradley, yards-wise, is first in the league. He's played 8 games. Nolan has played 7. So, yeah, but he deserves the yardage. I don't know what's up with his pass. He needs to protect the ball, though. Yeah. He didn't play so well receiving today, Traore, but it doesn't matter. 86 receiving yards for Taylor, 80 for Damian Jordan, and this Dallas Cowboys offense improves their team to 6-2. Justice Johnson, it's been really good. Marcus Douglas, Adrian Means as well. Wow. Yeah, they don't have a kicker. The Giants, their kicker, Darius Halliburton, was just out for the game. So, that's not good. And Malik Luchin of the defense has been really good. Daniel Petrie and Christian Stenheady have both done really well. I think they have the top rank. Dallas has the most pass yards. Giants are second in rush yards. And in pass yards, they're 30th. Dallas's run game, though, has them at 23rd. Total yards, Dallas, then the Patriots. The Patriots are 6th in pass yards and 5th in rush. Wow, that's good. 4 games remaining this week. We got Chad Bush and his Titans versus the Miami Dolphins led by Greg Hill. Here we go. 21-0. Oh my goodness. 49-0. The Dolphins win 49-15. 19 carries for 187 yards for Brandon Kelly and a touchdown. Wow. So Brandon Kelly just single-handedly won them the game. He's averaging 70 rush yards a game. This is his 3rd rush game over 180 yards. That's insane. Greg Hill looks pretty good out there today. Except for he's thrown a lot of picks. He's ran the ball not that badly either, though. And Fred Cassidy's up to 548 yards receiving. 68 yards per game. Yeah, Fred Cassidy's looking really good. And Marvin Daniels, the linebacker, he's been one of the best in the league this year. The Titans fall. Chad Bush has been good this year. Oh my. 194 yards per game. Not great, but he's getting better. He has a higher AV than he had last year. 5 touchdowns, 1 pick. My goodness. Yeah, he's good this year compared to last year. Not good, though. But Aaron Green, 328 yards receiving. The Titans have not been good this year. And we got the Saints led by starting quarterback Hunter Robinson versus the Ravens led by Jacob Morris, as Ty Saxon will come back week 14 or something like that. And it's 10-7 Ravens at halftime. Same score going into the 4th quarter. It's Morris to Orrin Wilson. 40 yards downfield for a touchdown. The extra point is good. Morris is out. Ben Norris has come in. He's a 50 overall. And a touchdown pass from Hunter Robinson to A.J. Ferguson. Extra point good. Onside recovered by the Ravens at the 50. Norris handoff to Bebby. 6 yards. Or BB. I don't know how you would say it. Yeah, BB. 2nd and 4 at the 44. Norris drops back incomplete. Right? Let me see.
Chris Beebe.
Yeah, BB. All right, 3rd and 4. Ben Norris runs it for 1 yard. That'll be a timeout. Handoff. BB, 13 yards. And that'll just about seal the game. Yes, it does. Ben Norris kneels 3 times, and that's it. Chris Beebe wins them the game. And the Ravens win again. They're 4-3, but they now have Ben Norris as their starting quarterback for the next 2 or 3 weeks. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're about to lose, though. And the Saints fall to 0-6. As Hunter Robinson is 2-7 as a starter. Bryson Earls is 4-3, so they gotta put him in. But it's Steve Burton at running back for this team. He's averaging 76 a game. He's incredible this year. And last 2 games, we got Rams Bucks here. Jared Dillio versus Matt Beard. Rookie Matt Beard at quarterback for the Bucks. And it's 17-12 Rams going into the 4th. And it's Beard to Willis. Touchdown. Buccaneers, the two-pointer is good as Connor runs it in. And we got 23-20. Tampa down 3. Beard drops back. Incomplete to Turner, second down. Okay, second down, incomplete. Third down. 2:38 remaining. Beard drops back. He is sacked. Joseph Deadman. 2 minutes remain. Beard needs 18 yards for a first. He is stopped. Eddie Coombs. Brock Schwenke makes a field goal. And that's it. Rams win 26-20. 3 straight field goals for Brock Schwenke to win them the game, basically. Matt Beard played great in the loss. Jack Jones played really good, too, at running back. Jack Jones has been better than Jared Hook this year, but he's been okay, yeah. Dilio played all right today. They are 5-2 with him at quarterback this year. 5-3 overall. And, yeah, they've been good. The Rams have. They're 5-3. Beard and his team lose. But Beard playing almost as good as a Rookie of the Year candidate. But, like, almost as good as the Rookie of the Year. But that will go to Tyler McLeod, as he's been insane for the Raiders, who have been insane. I don't know if they played this video. No, they have not. But they are 5-3. They're 4-3. The Jets and the Patriots is the final game. Can Jake Russell continue his dominant run for the Patriots? No score in the first half. Tony Johnson runs it in for a touchdown. And the Jets now up 10-0. Angelo Davis, touchdown. And the Patriots lose 24-8. Gary Ward, Bryce Davis, both of them really good day. Davis 306 yards receiving. And Dwight Johnson 589. He's been good too. Aaron Angelo not playing like the old Aaron Angelo. He's got to cut down on the picks and throw more touchdowns. More of the picks, though. Yeah, the picks have been a problem for him this season. Anthony Thompson, 11 sacks this season. That is already 2 more than he had last year. And he has 4 interceptions, 4 passes defended, 2 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery, 11 sacks, 21 tackles, 4 of them for a loss. Yeah, he's been really good this year. He's definitely the defensive player of the year. Yes, he is. Tyler McLeod is the MVP as a rookie as of now. My goodness. That's crazy, though. Followed by Chris Nolan, Justice Mitchell, Kenny Bradley. Wow. Roberto Ford, Greg Hill, Kelvin Nash, Jake Russell, Anthony Thompson, and Henry Jones. Last but not least, we're going to look at the league leaders. In pass yards, the 3 guys over 2,000 are Chris Nolan, Kenny Bradley, and Roberto Ford. Nolan has 16 touchdowns and Ford has 15. Kelvin Nash has the most rush yards by 73. That's crazy. Daughtry has the most receiving yards by 7, as they have 4 guys over 600. Yeah, they have been crazy. They have 3 players with 10 or more sacks. And yeah, I just need to see. Mike Davis is a QBR of 131 in 3 games. Think about that. That's insane. Chris Nolan has thrown 2 picks. Are there any players without a pick thrown this season? All right, so Malik, never mind. Tom Russell has been, yeah, he's been the best quarterback that hasn't thrown a pick, and they are 0-4 with him starting. Okay, what the heck? He has 573 pass yards. Actually, look at this Saints thing. This is so weird. So their record overall is 6-16, but they have had 3 quarterbacks in their history so far. All of them have played 9 or more games, and all 3 are over 1,000 yards passing. The run game has been all Steve Burton and Shelton Perez of last year, but Shelton Perez is now a free agent. He has been replaced by Logan Buckner. Yeah. Receiving yards, it's been Barrett Liafo, AJ Ferguson. Yeah. So they're overall as a team, their best player on offense is Steve Burton and then Barrett Liafo. Yeah, their team has been okay. I'm just so confused why they're 0-6. And last but not least, we're going to check out the best games of next week. Okay, yeah, we already got a blockbuster game here. 2 of them. We got 5-1 Browns versus 5-3 Dolphins. 4-3-1 Patriots, who have one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now, versus the 6-2 Cowboys. And the 6-2 Steelers versus 4-3 Ravens. And last thing, actually, I just said last thing, but this is the actual last thing. There are 4 quarterbacks in the league injured. 2 of them are on Baltimore. They are gonna have Ben Norris as their starter for like 1 or 2 games. He was on the Baltimore roster last year. Yes, he was. Never got on the field though, and this is his time to shine next week. Rich Dever of the Chargers is out. Wendell Willis will start in his place. And Nick Mitchell of the Bills is out. Mike Davis, who's been the best quarterback I've ever seen as of these first 3 games, is going to start in his place. His brother, Micah Davis of the Steelers, he's a Super Bowl champ as he was on the Lions last year, but he didn't even play in the playoffs. So that's interesting. And that will do it for this video. Running back, biggest injury is Matt Simeon. He is 5th in yards. He was number 1 earlier on this season. And that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.